Hello there my lovelies, Carol from the Crafty Emporium again. This is a Christmas journal that I've done. This wasn't a design team project. I purchased this kit because I love vintage, traditional Christmas colours, you know, the typical reds, greens, golds. But I have to say, it's another one of those really lovely kits from Norella at Calico Collage. It's called Golden Christmas, and as you can see just from this page here with the journaling cards on, it's very traditional colours for Christmas. So I'm going to quickly go through this journal because I actually want to, if I get time, to cover another journal that I've also done using the same kit, but we'll see how we go with time. I might end up having to do a separate video for that one. So for the front cover, the card was covered in this Christmassy fabric, and in fact if I turn it over you'll be able to see it a bit better. So it's been printed with gold imaging onto the fabric, but I've stitched the fabric to the card. And then I stitched this image onto the background card as well. And then I don't know whether you will see, but I've put some oh, I'm having another day of forgetful words. What's the glue? What's the clear glue? I know you're all shouting at the screen. Glossy accents. Ooh. So I've put some glossy accents on the berries and the mistletoe, and also on Santa's eyes. So it's actually raised, but it just gives it a little bit of a glisten. I don't know, I don't think you can see that, but anyway, I've put some holly leaves up here. I've put the a die cut of Merry Christmas words on the bottom there, which have been inked up a little bit, and then I've used a hitch post closure for my red and green seam binding, so that just flips over the top of that. And if we open it up, so inside I have done this die cut pocket, and in the pocket there is a wooden tag saying "Let It Snow," and I've inked up around the edges of that. And also within that pocket there is a mason jar and some journaling cards, and then some green card which I've made into a long tag, and I've put a little wooden red star at the top, so that's all for writing on as well. There's back in there. And then to the first page, I printed the page twice so that I could do this as a flip out with some journaling lines on the back, which again is another page from the kit with the journaling lines on. And then I've used this little scalloped edged lace on the edge of the pages as well. Here I've done a belly band with again the felt holly leaves and berries, and I've put two of the journaling cards inside of there, and then on the back of those I've put some little bits of paper so that it becomes a little bit of a journaling notepad, I suppose. This again was another journal like the previous one, made from envelopes. So the pocket opens up of the envelope, and inside of there is this little pouch which I've embossed with Christmas reindeer, put some red velvet ribbon on it and a wooden golden snowflake, and backed it with some gold paper. And then inside of that little pouch there is some of the papers which I've made into little journaling spots so that you can scribble little notes on there. Oh, come on, go back in. There we go. So that sits inside that part of the envelope there. And to the next page, I've also done this one as a flip page too, so that you can flip it open and again have some journaling space for writing on. But the music paper, because it gives you those lines, you could write on those lines as well. Again, in this pocket of the envelope there's a little booklet. So again, like the previous journal that I showed you of the Simply Winter kit, so made in a very similar way. So again, there's booklets in these, and these have just got coffee dyed papers in, because those coffee dyed papers, that colour just goes beautifully with the remainder of the kit with the lined papers. Put that to one side for now. So on this page, this is one of the cutouts from the kit, and I've just cut out a couple of little journaling cards, and that one just unfolds, just left blank on the back but inked up so that you can write on the back of there. On this page here, I printed it off twice and made this part of the pattern, so the Big Father Christmas becomes a pocket. So as you can see, the tree matches up with the page underneath, and then there's some more journaling cards inside. So again, the mason jar with some papers on the back, a journaling card, and then a larger postcard. I love him. I love that Father Christmas. I just love these colours. They're just very me. And then again, in this pocket of the envelope, there is another pouch with the embossed reindeers on, the ribbon again, and the snowflake, gold paper, and then inside of there, there's some more journaling cards and papers inside of that. This page flips up as well, but instead of flipping that way, it flips up. So it flips that way so that you've got the journaling lines to write on there. Another booklet. So it's got the gold and the picture, some red ribbon, and then the coffee dyed papers inside, just the same as the previous one. Here I've done a cutout of the Christmas tree, which was part of the kit, and then done another journaling tag with the mason jar, and this was one of the journaling cards within the kit as well. On this page I made the pocket, which is from the kit, and inside of there there's a journaling card but for making lists, and another green tag with the red star on the top again, so that you can write on the back of that if you so wish. I'll put those away later. Another booklet inside of that pocket, part of the image, gold card, again coffee dyed papers and the lined paper from the kit. On this page here I made a ripped pocket, so again it was a mirror image of this one, and there's some what's one of the cutouts, a journaling card, another journaling card, and then a larger postcard, again very traditional in style and colours. And then I don't know whether again you'll be able to see this, but I use the glossy accents. You can see it a little bit better on this one, look where I've put on top of the berries and the mistletoe berries, and I've also done it on the ribbon going around the two little wreaths as well. And then that's the back. So that's the journal that I made with 3 little journaling booklets inside that. I think I might be alright in time to do this one. So this is another little mini journal that I made. Have I got my ruler to hand? I have. So this one's smaller. So this one is roughly 4.5 inches by 6.25 inches, whereas this one was 5.5 inches by 7.5-ish inches. So again, use the Santa Claus on the front, put a star on top of his Christmas tree, the wooden words Noel, put some lace on the edge there, some velvet ribbon as the trim down the edge there, some more lace, and then I put some glittery bronzy coppery coloured card on the back of that, and then a little journaling card and a little fancy button on the top of that. So this is done with green seam binding, which I've hand dyed, so it does vary in colour. And this is a more traditional type of journal. I have used some envelopes in here to form pockets, so that there are some journaling cards inside of those. There's a pocket on the front there that again you can put something inside of that. I got these pegs from our Poundland shop. So they're little Christmas trees, and this one is Joy, Peace, Merry and Christmas. But as you can see, it's been attached to a peg that's been painted white. So I've used that to be able to clip these mason jars to the top of the page. That just clips on there. Put some coffee dyed lace on the edges of the coffee dyed paper as well. Used a lot of washi tape throughout too. Some more of the journaling cards. Oh, I froze then. Some more of the journaling cards and a flip. I've used some wooden pieces that I got from Hobbycraft, and I stuck those on the pages as well. So you'll see lots of bits of washi and little wooden pieces. I've printed out some smaller pages of the actual kit as well. Used some of the cut out pieces to act as little tuck spots to put some journaling cards in there. Little wooden angel. Another one of the pages, a star on top of his Christmas tree. Did a belly band here and put some flat back pearlised beads on there, and put some journaling cards underneath there. This was the centre of this signature, which I folded the paper so that the strings are actually inside the pocket, and then I formed a pocket there so that you could put something inside there. Washi tape, a little wooden angel again, another belly band which is a flip up, flip down, and then some journaling cards behind that. Little wooden tree. Another pocket with some lace and some stars on it. Some more journaling cards. Little wooden bird. This was the envelope. So this is the end of the first signature. So you've got the pocket in there, and you've got a pocket at the top up there. Second signature. Some washi tape again, and the holly leaves and berries. This is a little flip out, so it flips that way, but it also opens up that way as well. Washi tape, berries and hollies. More another peg to hold the mason jars in place, and that one reads "A Very Merry Christmas." So centre of the second signature, and I've just put two wooden stars together to hold the strings in place. Afraid I haven't counted the number of pages in this one, but as you can see there's quite a few. Made a little pocket there. This is the third signature, so it starts off with the envelope, so you can put stuff in there. There's a pocket on there with a journaling card. More coffee dyed paper, a ripped pocket with some journaling cards in. There's another peg there with the words on Christmas, and there's another mason jar and some more cards. There's a green wooden tree there. Washi tape pocket with a journaling card in it. cut out this tree, put a little star on the top, journaling card behind it. It's the centre of the third signature, so again I've done the same as in the first one, where I just folded the pages in half, stuck them together to form a little bit of a pocket. There's a red wooden Christmas tree there, you see those. And here there's a journaling card there, and then this little pocket also flips open so that you can write inside of there. Little sparkly star. This is a flip out. Wooden tree, wooden angel. Here I did the washi tape again and then put the holly leaves on. And then this is the back envelope to form a pocket there. And then there's a pocket on the back of that with some more journaling cards inside of it. And the back cover is one of the